What's up? This is Will Billy Two Fist McGee with NextLevelGuitar.com. Today we got something really cool going for it. Check it out. A lot of times you can just break it up and really come up with some really cool ideas just by moving things a little bit around. For you new guys, I know a lot of times it seems overwhelming because like what you hear your heroes doing sounds so complex, but a lot of times it's just like really just taking your time and breaking it down. If you talk to any of your friends or any of your heroes that are like really successful fast speed drummers, they'll be the first to tell you that it's all about being very patient and very meticulous when it comes to trying to execute things at a rapid speed or any kind of melody or music for that matter. You take your time. Your goal will come, but you have to start slow as opposed to stumbling and running. Yeah, this is 3 notes per string, so my first finger is on the lowest string, which is the E string. All right, the low E string notes are the 5th fret, 6th fret, and the 9th fret. First finger on the 5th fret, second finger on the 6th fret, and pinky on the 9th fret. Then coming to the A string, my first finger starts on the 5th fret. And then my third finger comes down here on the 7th fret, and my 4th finger comes down here on the 8th fret. And then moving down to the D string, my first finger starts on the 5th fret. And then coming down here a little bit further, my third finger comes down to the 7th fret. And then 4th finger on the D string, it comes down to the 8th fret. And then coming down to the G string, my first finger starts on the 6th fret. And then my second finger starts here on the 7th fret. And then my 4th finger comes down here on the 9th fret. And then on the B string, my first finger starts on the 6th fret. My second finger comes here on the 8th fret. And my 4th finger comes here down on the 10th fret. And then coming back on the E string, my first finger starts here on the 6th fret. My third finger starts here on the 9th fret. And then my 4th finger also comes down here on the 10th fret. So when the scale sounds somewhat like this. Now that you know the scale I'm pulling from, now here's the riff I'm playing. I'm using a couple of dyads in it just to kind of add a little more flavor to it, but I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, it's another rhythm that's pedaling off E like we always do. The beginning of the riff starts on the D string. My first finger, or my 4th finger here, is on the 8th fret, and my 3rd finger comes on the 7th fret, and my first finger comes back here on the 5th fret, all on the D string. So it's, and then copying down the A string on the 5th fret, I'm picking this one, hammering on with the 3rd finger on the 7th fret. And then the pop, that note, is the 5th fret of the D string. And it's all a balancing act with the pedal tone. Now the little punch, but bum bum, is my first finger. Actually, starting with my second finger here, I'm on the A string on the 5th fret, played at the same time is with my first finger on the D string on the 4th fret. Together it sounds like that. Now the punch part of it is sliding this whole thing up and using my 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the A string and my 1st finger here on the 5th fret of the D string. It might take a little bit of time to kind of get that used to if you've never played diodes before, but to you guys that have been out there doing it for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It adds a little more tension to it. What you can either do the chord or just pounding on the E, on the low E string is basically just a little bit of palm muting. Like I said, I just rest my hand gently on the bridge here, lightly on the strings, not really heavy because you want it to sound, but to have a little punch, you know, when you're playing it. So. And also in the cycle of this this exercise, I'm also pounding on the E 5th, as well as just the E string. So I'm starting off just with the E string. That riff was really like basically there's a lot of bands like the Absence. All these bands really get a lot of their influence from like really killer bands that's still around, like Iron Maiden and all that. But it's all about the pulsation of it. Machine Head's another band that uses a lot of rhythms where they have like little lead breaks and they come back and it's still moving. No matter what, it's still moving. And that's the whole thing about the exercise, is like breaking up a scale along with whatever rhythm that you're doing and working them together. The more band guys you have in your outfit are really gonna groove on that, because the first thing you'll notice is that everybody's head starts to nod. And then you start to see maybe the one guy just goes completely off and is having the time of his life. That's when you know you really have something, and just keep pounding away. Take your time, like I said. Don't try to hammer through it as fast as possible. A lot of your ideas might be faster than what your hands can do, but a lot of it happens to be a lot of muscle memory. By doing it slow, like just think of yourself as a professional athlete. You know, those guys have to stretch before they go and play their big game. So, you know, taking your time, staying cool, and realizing that even when you're playing really fast, it's a matter of being relaxed in your hands and everything with that allows you to do that. Tension does nothing for playing quick. Take your time when you're focusing. Another thing with the lick is, like I said, you can stress whatever part of the lick that you want, and this works in every single type of chord situation or whatnot. You can make it minor, diminished, or whatever you want as far as different modes or whatnot. This has been Will Billy Two Fists McGee with Next Level Guitar. Keep it metal always, and definitely get after it and get practicing. I want to see you out there at the clubs, man. Right on. Peace.